Content. What is content? According to our old friend Wikipedia, content is information and experiences that may provide value for an end user or audience. Content may be delivered via any medium, such as the internet, television and radio. The word is used to identify and quantify various formats and genres of information as manageable, value-adding components of media. In layman's terms, content is the stuff that makes up your show. It's the stuff you talk about, it's music, it's news, and it's laughter. Now, all of this sounds easy, but it's often hard to find good content. Having great content is what will set your show above the rest. And this video will show you exactly where to find good content. But first, let's start with bad content, just so we can rule a few things out. Number 1, shout-outs. Sure, it's exciting for the person you're shouting out to, but it's painful for everyone else to hear.
Just a shout out to Jojo and Altham. Jojo, I finish in 25 minutes, so if you can have a box of couscous waiting for me, please.
Have you ever heard Hamish and Andy giving a shout out to a pal? No, because it's dead boring for the thousands of other listeners. Nobody cares that Jojo is sitting at home in Eltham listening. Shout outs make bad content. Number 2, reading a script. It's always good to plan out your show and to know what you're going to be talking about, but you should never read directly from a script into the microphone.
On today's Danger Zone, we'll have embarrassing moments, MySpace versus Facebook, and public transport.
The audience will know and they'll tune out. Reading from a script makes bad content. Number 3, star signs. Reading the star signs from today's Herald Sun absolutely makes bad content. Firstly, it's not even your own content, and secondly, if people wanted to know their star signs from today's Herald Sun, they'd read today's Herald Sun. Why not write your own star signs? An interesting twist, plus you're being creative. Now that we know a few things that make bad content, let's take a look at good content. News could be a great source of content for your show. Plus, the news changes every day, so there's always something new to talk about. But how can we take news and make it into great content? Let's take a look at a recent news item. Nightclubs turn away bad boy haircuts. Basic content. What is your opinion on this item? Do you agree or disagree? Good content. Use a personal story. Have you ever been turned away from something because of your appearance? Great content. Think outside the box. What else should be banned from public venues? What haircut should be banned for life? What would you ban if you owned a nightclub? Each news item you read, try and look at it from different angles. How can you make this more interesting? How can you relate it to your personal life? Has anything similar ever happened to you? Always ask questions. Be inquisitive. Music is one of the easiest ways to make your show great. Plus, it's an easy way to fill out time. But any monkey can just play a song. So what are some ways we can use music as content to make our show great? Now we're here with Jason, who's the current SYN Music Manager, who's going to tell us how we can use music as content.
So, Jackie, sometimes some people have based their shows around themes and have picked music to suit those certain themes. Some of the themes have been love songs, covers, top tens, focusing on certain artists. And if you ever need music, you can always come into SYN, and there's loads of music on the P drive, which you can just pinch for your shows.
And the SYN Music Department's always open to helping people with their shows, right?
Absolutely. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in contact with the music team.
Finally, let's look at personal stories. Believe it or not, but even the most mundane things that happen in your day-to-day life can make great content. The ultimate key to great content is to always question. Everything that happens in your life can make great content. It's just how you deal with it. Always ask yourself, how can I make this story more interesting? Brainstorm every angle, question every side until you find the most interesting and creative plan of attack. This is what will set your show apart from the rest and is absolutely what makes great content.